Hi, a very good evening to all of you. Backbenchers seem to be on a sleep mode. Anything we can do to activate that? Because when doctor finished, I was expecting claps from the back side. The front side did it. I think you guys need to be all in Goa here. Students, Shri Rahat Kulshetra from Curich, Sumit from Molbio, and Varsha, who's been an author, advisor, and investor. Other people from the industry, startups, leaders of captains of the industry, students, electronic media, press, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I think we should all clap for ourselves and clap for the department that somehow running through all the hurdles, putting all things together, we somehow today managed to get something that we have been working for quite some time. The Goa Open Innovation Challenge 2025 was a plan which started in 2022. So the problem solving within us to get things going for you all took a little time. But here we are in 2025 with the right team sitting, whom I've just named, from the chairman to everybody. And definitely the next 2 years is going to see a lot of more activities, events, meetings, networking, a lot of things happening around the industry, which basically government as a facilitator would be here to back you all up. Goa has always been known as a place for the preferred tourism destination, the other portfolio which I hold, and everything revolves around tourism. So when you go to an industry and you say, let's talk about manufacturing, let's talk about MSME, let's talk about a startup coming into Goa, the first and foremost question is, do we have the talent there? Can we do anything there? Because for people, whoever thinks about Goa, think about leisure, pleasure, and business becomes the last option for them to think. Now I always say it's a chicken and the egg story. The talent which comes out, unless skilled, reskilled or upskilled, cannot meet up with the industry requirements. And the industry which looks for those particular talent can be equipped when they get into this particular domain. Here from 2017, along with Manor Bhai, we stitched the startup and the IT policies. The policies were with some of the few people who have been sitting here, whom I can see across, who have been a part of making these policies. The whole policies were made in tune with the requirement of the academia and the industry. So it was the first time government collaborated with the academia, with the industry, sat together, spent number of hours. I remember Manor Bhai spending good 40 good hours on minutely looking at the policies along with us and stitching those minor things which he thought would give that impact and that support to our Goan students who would be able to create their future. The ecosystem started driving, and when we were talking about missing the bus and the industry 4.0 was coming in, we always said that we are not carrying any legacy, easy to jump in and pick up the right product and start moving on. Today we are talking about AI, we are talking about AR, we are talking about VR, we are talking about ML, we are talking about many things which maybe in the past would have been only transitionally thinking about whether this will ever come. I think all these things have transited with the innovation, with a lot of people thinking about how we can get things moving for each one of us. And towards the journey, there have been a lot of learnings for all of us here, including the government, and these learnings have allowed us to change, edit ourselves, put things together, keep changing things as per the requirement. And here we are today from 2022, along with Dr. Pramod Sawant, very clear on the subject, which innovation, startup, the whole culture and the ecosystem is very close to our hearts. Today we talk about Vikasit Bharat 2047. And I strongly believe that to Vikasit Bharat 2047, transiting into Goa, Vikasit Goa 2047, can be a dream coming into reality for all of us if all of us put our shoes together. We have great talent in Goa. And I always feel talent meeting opportunity is something that we need to look at. Talent is there. Sometimes the mandate is minimal. Thomas Edison, I think, had once said, I failed 10,000 ways, in different ways he tried to do. But every failure he learned something which allowed him to buy the success that what he brought in. And that allows us to start thinking. Dilip Inezis, I'm just taking names. 3D printing, he is the guy who operates from here. Having his operations in the US, he travels but comes back to Goa. These roots, if I am proud of my roots, then Prashant should be there hands-on to connect, talk to you all, and be there for all of you all to ensure that whatever problems come in between are solved, so that you are able to come back with some ideas when you come with solutions which can be win-win for you and win-win for Goa. We are looking for people who are going to be job givers rather than job seekers. I am not saying that job seekers won't be there, but I think when all these opportunities we create, innovation meeting, opportunities, technology driving progress, there's so many things that can happen, and all we can do is facilitate your ideas. Vikasit Bharat 2047, 30 trillion economy, and then we are talking about you being a part of this as a driver in your own way, finding solutions to a lot of issues. And if we need to keep our commitment to Vikasit Bharat and Vikasit Goa, the policies are here today to support you all, which basically will allow you all to connect to what you all want to do and where you want to go. Let's get out of that whole traditional IT sector. Cannot be the problem of tomorrow. The problem of yesterday is already solved by some startup. We need to understand what are the factors that we would need, whether it's tourism, whether the problems. I don't know if the subjects are given to you all or whether it's kept open, but I think a lot of things here can be stitched together. I wouldn't take much time, but we want to be in that domain of being the creative capital by 2027. We are stitching the ideas of digital nomads. We have been working on this right from the time from the COVID where it happened, work from home, we made it work from Goa. From work from Goa, we made it hashtag vacation Goa. From hashtag vacation Goa, we started working on digital nomads. And it's a proud moment for me to announce and say that in the last couple of years, we have almost about 7,000 to 8,000 digital nomads from various parts of the country working in creative space, but working out of Goa. And that makes it different for us to start thinking in terms of growing this ecosystem with digital nomads coming from internationally destinations, working for different companies. They are coming. But the space which is used by digital nomads as freelancers, it can be resolved only when we have that digital nomad visa, which we are working along with the center very closely. In days to come, I think once that is stitched, a lot of things still will start working about tech tourism. We'll start talking about a lot of things, building a new ecosystem, and that is the way I think we can build up the whole idea of Goa being a creative capital of the country by 2027. I encourage all the participants to embrace this opportunity. You need to think big and develop solutions that will redefine Goa's future. I think the team here, Prashant, you need to slightly change that. Your tagline was Goa has its problems. You may have many people coming and telling something which is not related to the ecosystem of what they want. So I think that tagline needs to change from when we press that remote to open up your site. The opening statement needs to be slightly edited. And when the chairman on a lighter note started and he was about to end, I thought from his side as a CSR, he would give some discount from his vision hospitals to all of you all. And that was the announcement I thought he would make today evening. So last when he was coming with the mic like this, I thought he's coming and saying now from today onwards, all startups, discounts and operations made by me, free of cost. But on a serious note, he's a very good doctor. Anytime you feel you need to find a problem to solve it, and you don't know what problem to solve it, go to Vision Hospital. Right from the entrance, the line which is there for people to show their eyes, I'm pretty sure doctor is using his own way to clear the sight and give them clarity of things. But your clarity of thoughts can come better with a discount from Dr. Shetty in days to come for all the ecosystem. Joke Malya, seriously question. But you're open to do it seriously. Wish you guys all the best. Have a great evening. I know you all are waiting for the panel discussions to come. I'm very happy and thankful to all the panelists who have come all the way for the evening to share your thoughts. But only one thing, the subject is little open. So when we talk about the subject, what is building scalable startups from Goa. I think the only thing here, as we take up the thing, my only thought to be infused is building scalable startups. If it comes to talent, I think government is here. to be a part and collaborate wherever required, but let it proactively be that we need to build scalable startups, not about building, we need to build. How we can put things together for the community, what are the best practices we can adopt to, what are the experiences each startup or people like Anand can share to give that sort of inspiration to the students, especially sitting here in the startup community, so they can start thinking out, they can think globally, but work locally. Wish you guys all the best. Dev Vare Kuru, Jai Hind, Jai Goan.